English is one of the most important languages that can help people to communicate effectively and enhance their opportunities in various aspects of life. So, in today's video, we have with us Ritrisa, who is not only a fluent English speaker but also participated in various debate competition and won. So, not doing any further delay, let's call upon Ritrisa and know her precious views regarding her English learning journey. Before that, don't forget to like, share and subscribe by hitting the bell icon and comment for more such video in future. Ritrisa, welcome to my channel. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing all right, and thank you for inviting me to your channel.
Ritrisa, you are from West Bengal, and in West Bengal most of the people used to speak Bengali and Hindi. What motivates you to learn this English language?
I would like to correct you in the first place that in West Bengal we do have a large English speaking population, and you would be glad to know that we Bengalis have a very deep love for English literature as such, and that is the reason I took up literature in my undergrad. So yes, English has always been a part and parcel of my life. But answering your question, how it occurred to me, how I initiated my English learning process, then I will have to go back to 2008. I was a 6-year-old child and I was suddenly shifted from a West Bengal board English medium school to a CBSE board English medium school. And there for the first time, I faced this problem of language barrier, because my friends or my class teacher out there, they were too well versed in English, and me, I was not at all confident in this particular language, and I instantly felt out of place. So yes, that was the very first moment when I felt like learning this language, become better at it, and I did little stuff, starting from reading storybooks, issuing it from the library, taking help from my teacher. So it all began that way. But on this very same year, I visited Chennai for the first time, and it was the first southern state of India that I ever visited at that point of time. And there again, English was the only medium of communication. And I felt out of place naturally. I would see my parents, my siblings doing so well and conversing with everyone. I felt I couldn't voice my opinions. I did not feel like I was falling into the category. So I tried to get better at it. I tried with little things, little steps, taking help, speaking no matter what, however my English was, be it I was having grammatical issues or my sentence construction was not proper, but yet I never felt, that I should drop the efforts. I should always keep going no matter what. So yes, that is what I did.
Now Ritrisa, talking about the problem part, what problems do people have when they are trying to get better at English?
There can be varieties of problems, it may vary from person to person, but the first thing that strikes me when you ask this question would definitely be the constant fear of being judged. Okay, whosoever feels that they are not so confident in English, they always have this mechanism playing at the back of their minds that what would others think? How would I be perceived if I try to make a difference? If I try to converse in this language which I'm not very fluent at, right? So that is the moment I feel to all those who are trying to get better in this language, keep these thoughts aside. Try it for once and you would see the result for yourself. Maybe you perform much better than you thought you would ever do. This can be the first problem. It's all in our mind, it's all in the head. The way you perceive things occur in that manner. This can be the first point. Secondly, people have this tendency, in India especially, we emphasize too much on grammar. I would suggest not to focus too much on grammar, because the moment you start doing it, trust me, you lose track. You become too much conscious about my grammatical construction, my sentence construction, this, that, not at all required. When you are trying things for the first time, let it be. Make sure that you are taking things simply. You're not making it complicated, right? Simplicity is the only way. I know it may sound very stupid when I say that be simple, but that is the only key. You need not have a great grammar or a wonderful vocabulary in order to have a good grasp in this particular language. It's all about how simply you can express your opinions and make sure that the person you're conversing with understands you, and that's the only way.
Now talking about the confidence part, most of the people have a lack of confidence during the time of speaking English. Do you have any tips for them to boost self-confidence during the time of speaking English?
Confidence, okay. It can only be developed over a period of time, and it can be mastered through practice. And when I say practice, I don't mean read storybooks, listen to English songs, no. The first thing that you need to make sure, and you need to promise this to yourself, that I am going to converse in English no matter what. Make this a rule, okay? Promise this to yourself, be it in school, be it in college, or be it at your workplace. Make sure that you speak in English. There will be obstacles, there will be people who would try to mock you. It happens, it's very natural, but you need not hold on to such unpleasant experiences. You need to keep going. As I said, even I did not have a very proper grammar initially. I developed it over the period of time. No matter your vocabulary, your grammar, even if you're speaking in fragments, even if you have a broken English, always remember that belongs to you. No matter how weird it sounds, but at least you're making those efforts to becoming better at it, and that is what matters. Do not listen to what people are trying to tell you. Just go on practicing, make this environment, create this environment for yourself, and you would see the difference.
Ritrisa, you have also participated in many debate competition. Tell me about your experience about that.
Well, I started debating when I was in 5th standard. For the first time, I remember it was house competition, back in school. Yeah. So it was a house competition, and for the very first time, I was literally forced by my teacher to participate in a debate competition. Moreover, it was not a debate. It was a kind of extempore that you have a bowl of chits in front of you, and you just need to pick one of them and speak on that particular topic at length. And that is what happened to me, and my topic was I hate Mondays, or Monday blues, however you term it as. So yes, and I was like, what about Mondays? It's just that I don't like Mondays because you need to get up after having a long weekend, again the start of a whole new week, and it is very demotivating. So it just happened that way. I still remember I barely spoke 2 lines, 3 lines, not more than that. So it just happened that way. You may feel out of place, out of track, but it's all right. It's just that you're beginning, and I made sure that I promise even more. I get better at it. So each time from my first, I did not have a very good experience initially, but I made sure that I participate. I win, I lose, that's not my lookout. I will participate, and I will ensure that I become better in each step. Okay, and that is how I started off. Not only debates, extempore, speech, seminars, I have continuously been a part of all these things, and eventually I got better at it, and I'm thankful to the kind of environment I have had in school with my friends. It was always very empowering. Yeah,
definitely. Now moving towards the last question, do you have any words of encouragement or the advice of the people who really want to speak English confidently?
Sure. To everyone out there who feel that they are not confident, they're not comfortable conversing in English, all I would say, guys, keep on speaking. That's the only way. Speak and speak until you feel that you're satisfied with the kind of language that you're conversing in. And do not worry about grammar, vocab, leave everything aside. Just make sure that you are making things simplified and you are making sense to your opposite person. That can be my first advice. Secondly, I would say, again, it would sound weird maybe, that try to think in English. We have this habit of thinking in our mother tongue, which is very obvious, but try and inculcate this habit of thinking in English, and it helps. The moment you are contemplating, or the moment you are into that introspection mode, you try and speak to yourself in English, you would see the amount of improvement not only in your English but also in your confidence that you have built up when you start speaking. So think in English as well. And rest, you can read books of your choice, listen to music if you want to. That's all. It's no rocket science. It's a language, it's a global language, it's a bridge language. The necessity of learning English is utmost in the corporate world, definitely, that we are going to enter. So yes, just believe in yourself, have faith in yourself, and you can do it.
Definitely, we can also do it.
Of course.
Yeah. Thank Ritisa coming to my channel, and your information is actually valid for those students who are trying to get better at English language as well.
Thank you so much.